Hey there, survivors! Welcome to today's showdown, Squid Game vs Alice in Borderland. Two of the most intense survival dramas are going head to head to see which one comes out on the top. We are breaking it down by story, games, characters, visuals, and emotional impact. By the end, I'll crown one of them as king or queen of death games. And remember, my scores are totally scientific. So stick around to find out if your favorite show wins. Round 1 Story. Let's talk story. Squid Game gives us a sharp critique of capitalism and class struggle. Poor people are forced to play deadly childhood games for a shot at life-changing money while the rich watch and place bets. It's emotional, thrilling, and painfully relatable, especially when we see how far people will go for survival. Plus, the mystery around the front man and the origins of games keeps you hooked. That said, some parts can feel a bit predictable. Final score for story 8 out of 10. Now, Alice in Borderland. Here we have a group of people trapped in an abandoned Tokyo where they must win games to avoid literal death by laser beam. The story is full of twists, existential questions, and high stakes drama. However, the pacing can feel uneven. One moment it's action packed, the next it's slow enough to make you forget what just happened. But those unexpected plot twists score 7 out of 10. Round 2 The Games. Next up, the games. In Squid Game, we get deadly versions of simple childhood games like red light, green light, tug of war, and marbles. It's nostalgic, brutal, and ridiculously creative. And let's not forget the terrifying glass bridge. Though I'd argue plot armor saved some people there. Final score 9 out of 10. Alice in Borderland, on the other hand, delivers mind-bending puzzles, heart-pounding chases, and psychological games that test your wits and will to survive. These aren't just games, they are battles of intellect and trust. If you are smart and strong, you are done for. And hey, it even taught me that math can be deadly. Score 9 out of 10. Round 3 Characters. Now let's meet the players. Squid Game introduces us to Jihan, a down on his luck dad trying to turn his life around. Sebyong, a badass North Korean defender, and Ali, the kind-hearted underdog who deserves so much better. The cast feels real, relatable, and flawed. But let's be honest, some characters are there just to, well, fill out the body count. Final score 8 out of 10. Meanwhile, Alice in Borderland gives us Arisu, a gamer turned reluctant leader, Usagi, the strong and loyal partner we all need, and villains like the Cheshire guy who equals parts scary and fascinating. Each character brings depth and unpredictability. You'll cry, cheer, and sometimes scream at their decisions. For characters, it's a solid 9 out of 10. Visuals. Let's talk about visuals. Squid Game has those unforgettable bright sets that feel like dystopian kindergartens. The masks are iconic, the arenas are creative, and everything just screams memorable. Score 10 out of 10. Alice in Borderland goes for dark, grittier vibe. An empty Tokyo is eerie and fascinating, but the CGI can feel a bit off at times. Still, the aesthetic is solid and keeps you on edge. Final score 8 out of 10. Final round. Emotional impact. Squid Game hits you hard. Episode 6. Emotional trauma for days. It's sad, gut-wrenching, and makes you think about the world we live in. But it's pretty bleak. There's not much hope by the end. Final score 8 out of 10. Alice in Borderland is equally emotional, but it balances the pain with moments of hope and connection. When characters come together in the face of danger, it really hits home. Score 9 out of 10. And the winner is. It's so close. Squid Game scores an impressive 43 out of 50, but Alice in Borderland edges it out with 44 out of 50. Alice in Borderland takes the crown for its clever games, complex characters, and emotional depth, but let's be honest, they both must watch shows. And let's face it, if I were in either of those, I wouldn't make it past the first round. How about you guys? Can you win at either of the games? Let me know in the comments. So, what do you think? Did I get it right? Or are you throwing visual marbles at me? Let me know in the comments. Hit like and subscribe for more fun showdowns like this. And remember, if you ever find yourself on a glass bridge, test it with something else first. See you next time.